Hello and welcome to the Sportspoken Daily Sports Recap. Today is Thursday, October 23rd, 2014. I am Matt Weller here to bring you with all of the important sports news from I won't say a busy day in sports, but still definitely a lot to talk about. We'll start in the NFL Thursday Night Football. We got two of the best teams in the AFC squaring off divisional rivals, the Denver Broncos and the San Diego Chargers. Squaring off in Denver. Highlight of the night is 3 touchdowns by Emmanuel Sanders, bringing him to 4 on the season, all in the last 2 weeks. Peyton Manning tossing 4 touchdown passes to bring his total to 514 on his illustrious career, an all-time record. The Broncos regain the division lead in the AFC West. They are now sitting at an impressive 6-1. The Chargers dropped to 5-3. They're a game and a half out of the division lead now. I still think the Chargers are one of the better teams in football. They struggled tonight in Denver, as a lot of teams usually do in the Mile High City. But I still think Denver, you can make a case San Diego is the second best team in the AFC. So a disappointing loss for them, but they'll be back. They're a very talented football team. Over in the NHL, big blow to the Boston Bruins. They lost their captain, Zdeno Chara, for 4 to 6 weeks with knee ligament damage. They were already struggling after trading veteran defenseman Johnny Boychuk earlier in the season. Chara was hurt in the Islanders' 3-2 win over Boston, and Boychuk's return to TD Garden in Boston. Chara will be out 4 to 6 weeks. Like I said, they're already struggling. They're going to be playing guys like Matt Bartkowski in their top 4. That is not a recipe for success. A Boston team that is 4-5 on the season was the consensus pick in our NHL season preview to win the Atlantic Division. So Boston in a world of hurt to start the season. The Columbus Blue Jackets knocked off the San Jose Sharks on a late goal by Mark Letestu, a tip that he buried behind Antti Niemi to propel the Blue Jackets 5-4. The Sharks were winning 4-3 with just under 10 minutes to play when Scott Hartnell kicked the puck over to Nick Foligno, and Foligno buried it on the power play to tie the game. Obviously, the Testu won it later for Columbus. Detroit 4-3 over Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh was playing on the second half of a back-to-back. Detroit picks up a big 2 points there. Divisional 2 points, I should say. The Islanders, we already talked about, beat Boston 4-3. Nashville edged Chicago 3-2 for a big 2 points in division. And Carolina remains the only winless team in the National Hockey League. This time they were obliterated by the Calgary Flames 5-0. Carolina's got too much talent to be 5-0 or to lose 5-0 to Calgary. They've got too much talent to still not have a win and only have, I believe it's either 1 or 2 points. I know they do have a point after losing in overtime, I believe, to Edmonton. But that is not going well. The post-Jim Rutherford era in Carolina is not working out. It'd be interesting to see if they're going to try to move Eric Stahl at the trade deadline. Obviously, a long time before that happens. But, they could probably get a good package from a team like possibly Toronto looking for a first-line center. Eric Stahl could definitely bring a good return, even though he does have a no-trade clause. Finally, in the National Basketball Association, Steve Nash was announced to be out for the season today by the Los Angeles Lakers. He has nerve damage still in his back. It's a sad prognosis for Nash, one of the all-time great NBA point guards. He will miss the season, and it's possible that it will be career-ending. Nash's contract is up at the end of the season with the Los Angeles Lakers. They ended up paying Nash $28 million for 65 games, and a first-round pick that they will be giving the Phoenix Suns in one of the next 3 seasons. The Lakers it's top 5 protected this year, so the Lakers are going to need to be really bad if they want their first-round pick. That's definitely possible, but not a good state of affairs in LA right now. And finally, in related Laker news, Jeannie Buss said on ESPN today that only losers do not want to play with Kobe Bryant in response to The idea that some free agents chose not to sign with Los Angeles because they don't want to play with Kobe in the twilight of his career. She said Kobe Bryant is a winner, and winners want to play with him, and losers do not. And she's got a point. I would say that Kobe Bryant is a winner, absolutely, first and foremost. I see the free agent hesitancy because Kobe is the alpha dog of that franchise, and he is going to want to take the last shot no matter what, and he is also not as good as he used to be. But Kobe Bryant is not the 40th best player in the NBA like ESPN ranking said he was. He is significantly better than that, and I think Kobe Bryant's going to have a good season. But a very bold statement by Jeannie Buss saying that only losers do not want to play with him. Right now, Kobe Bryant's surrounded by a bunch of losers. That team is not good. Jeremy Lin starting at the point guard position with Kobe at the shooting guard position. Neither one of them are plus defender. Kobe Bryant used to be a fantastic defender, and now they are going to get worked in the backcourt when they play teams like the Oklahoma City Thunder or the Los Angeles Clippers, or especially the Golden State Warriors. You put Steph Curry and Klay Thompson back there, and they are going to run all over the Los Angeles Lakers. So that team is not good, and Kobe Bryant is still a good player, but he really has no help. I mean, his best player on the team is Carlos Boozer, and that is a problem. So that will wrap up today's Sportspoken Daily Sports Recap. I am Matt Weller. Be sure to check out www.sportspoken.com. We've got some great articles up for you. Daniel Battaglia wrote a fantastic piece on the effect of concussions in pro sports inside the helmet. Be sure to check that out. And then Gavin Nieto also recently wrote an article that was published tonight on what sports playoffs is the best, and we ranked it in a variety of categories, so be sure to check that out. Also, remember to follow us on Twitter @Sportspoken, and remember to subscribe on YouTube. Thank you for watching, and have a great night.